Hi there kids and adults, if you're watching with us. I've got a question for you. Are you scared of the dark? Are you scared of the dark? Now I'm filming this in early evening, but it's already dark and I've got the security light on so you can see me. It could go off at any moment. But many of us are scared of the dark, even if we don't want to admit it. I wonder why we're scared of the dark. I wonder if you can think of any reasons. Why don't you pause the video now and have a little chat with the adult you're with and with your brother or sister or friend and see what you come up with. So if you pause the video, have a little chat and then start again. There's all sorts of reasons why you might be scared of the dark. First of all, we might have bad memories of the dark. Perhaps we've fallen out of bed in the dark and in the middle of the night and not known where we are. Perhaps we've suddenly woken up. Perhaps we've had a bad dream. Perhaps there's something about the darkness itself because we can't see things. I think all those things are true. I think a lot of people are scared of the dark, even if they don't admit it. Because there's something about darkness, isn't there? We don't like darkness, even those who say they do. There's something about darkness. Things can go wrong when things are dark. We can't see where we're going. We can't see where other people are. We can't see things as they really are. Now this got me thinking, because we're talking about darkness in terms of what we can see with our eyes, but there's an even greater darkness that's really important that we avoid, and that's the darkness of not knowing Jesus as our Saviour and our friend. You know, Jesus said, I've overcome the darkness, and by that he means I've overcome sin and I've overcome death. I've overcome the things that are bad in this world. I've dealt with them. But the thing is, if we don't love Jesus and follow him, then that darkness is still a part of our lives, and it will be forever. You see, part of the darkness is not knowing Jesus as our Saviour and our friend. And if we don't know Jesus as our Saviour and our friend, then we don't really understand what life is all about. We don't understand why we're here. We don't understand what the point of our lives is beyond the grave. The wonderful thing is that Jesus says he's the light of the world. He's overcome the darkness because he knows everything. He knows the purpose of our lives. He knows what the point of our lives is. It is to live for him. So I want you to think about this. We all, especially in winter time, there's a lot of darkness, isn't there? It gets dark earlier in the evening. It gets dark late. It gets light later in the morning. It's dark for longer. So I want you to think about darkness. Not necessarily to be scared of it, but think about this. Do you know Jesus as your friend and your Saviour? If not, you're in darkness. You don't really understand life and what it's about and Jesus for yourselves. But if you do know Jesus, even if you're scared of the dark, you know, the dark that is outside and at home when the lights are out, you don't need to be scared of the darkness of not knowing Jesus, because you know him and he's your Saviour and he'll take you to be with him forever.